It's the Daily Doug.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, I am very happy that you are with me on today's episode. I normally offer these Daily Doug episodes within a bubble of sorts. I consider these videos to be my digital classroom. I am a composer, I am a musical performer, but I'm a teacher at heart, y'all. And I want these sessions, these videos, to be free whenever possible of outside influence. I want to focus specifically on the music and give it my undivided attention. The music deserves it, right? Uh, and when there are big cultural happenings going on, as there are right now in the world, these music focused videos can be quite a respite, can't they? A safe space to be free from some political or cultural bombshell. It's where we go sometimes to kind of hide from it all and just say, hey, music still makes sense. The world doesn't make sense at all, but music still does. But today, I am going to get a little political, friends, because sometimes music intersects directly and intentionally with big cultural happenings. And this has happened quite dramatically over the past few days as Bruce Springsteen has released a very quickly written, recorded, and released song, and it's called The Streets of Minneapolis. It's a protest song, and we have a long history of protest songs. Um, it seems like whenever our culture is dealing with a major turning point, that our artists turn out and they comment on it, and it's all connected. Um, on race relations and civil rights, a change is going to come from Sam Cooke. That came out in 1964. It definitely had a profound cultural impact from the very start. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 passed in Congress the same year that that song came out. I don't think it's a coincidence. And lore has it that Sam was inspired by Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind that had come out the year before. He was inspired by Bob to be bold and to write this meaningful song. And, in a different era, we have something like Fight the Power by Public Enemy. That came out in 1989. A completely different musical style, yet broadly speaking, truth to power over similar issues. Also from that era is Fuck the Police from NWA. Um, but it's not even just kept to that because you go way back with Billie Holiday, Strange Fruit. We took a look at that song on the channel. It came out in 1939. And we were a couple of years ago celebrating Black History Month, and that song came around. And, again, that song, it's on the topic of injustice, of struggle to overcome the racism and the bigotry and the hatred directed at especially the black community. There's been protest songs that are in support of women and women's rights. Aretha Franklin's Respect, Helen Reddy's I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. What's the song? You Don't Own Me. I can't remember who sang that, but I remember it from the First Wives Club. And then what? 9 to 5, Dolly Parton, just great songs and all in their own musical language, speaking truth to power. We've got anti-war songs, songs of peace, songs that specifically call attention to the the problem of Unmitigated Warfare, Masters of War, Bob Dylan, 1963, Fortunate Son, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA from the 80s, Metallica's For Whom the Bell Tolls. We just heard that on Monday. Yes, The Gates of Delirium, Imagine, John Lennon, Lucky Man, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, went to fight for his country and his king. Of his honor and his glory, the people would sing. Oh, what a lucky man he was. And then at the very end, no money could save him, so he laid down and he died. Yeah, I could go on for days about specifically songs that are against war. One of the more important and long-lasting protest songs, Pete Seeger, We Shall Overcome, right? That came out in 1948, and it has remained a powerful song of empowerment throughout the decades, and it's been adopted around the world now as a call, a demand for freedom. We shall overcome. In this long line of great civic musical voices, we get Bruce Springsteen. So a little background on Bruce. He burst on the scene in 1973 with Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. He has released 21 studio albums over a 6-decade career. He has continued to be an important cultural touchstone throughout the life of his career. We get Lost in the Flood from his very first album. That was critical of the Vietnam War. I mentioned Born in the USA from 84. The Ghost of Tom Joad, which was inspired by both Woody Guthrie and John Steinbeck. He came out with that in 1995. Just fighting for those that are struggling the most, the people who need it, who need a helping hand, right? American Skin, 41 Shots. That came out in 2001. A song from 25 years ago now, y'all. And it was in a direct response to an unnecessary police shooting, as well as a response to the fact that the officers involved in that case were all acquitted, you know? So Bruce then did a really big project, We Shall Overcome, the Seeger Sessions, which came out in 2006. It won him a Grammy for Best Traditional Folk Album, and it rose all the way to number 3 on the Billboard 200. 13 songs that were made popular by Pete Seeger. And it's just a wonderful collection of pieces. And so Bruce's new song, The Streets of Minneapolis, like so many other of these examples, Bruce's song is an echo of songs past that are related, that do similar things. I think of Ohio from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, came out in 1970, a song that commemorated the death of anti-war protesters who were shot at the hands of the Ohio National Guard. You know, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye around the same time period. That was a song about protesters in Berkeley getting violently and unnecessarily abused. You know, so the Streets of Minneapolis. It makes sense that Bruce would write a piece like this. He's got such a history of being civically minded and really connected to the people, and he's in this same pedigree of musicians that feel a responsibility to respond to the things that they see in the world with their music. So this song, The Streets of Minneapolis, it was released on January 28th, and a supporting music video followed the next day. That's one that I'm going to watch. I hope that I'll be able to share the visuals with you. Bruce wrote this about it. He says, I wrote this song on Saturday, recorded it yesterday, and released it to you today. in response to the state terror being visited on the city of Minneapolis. It's dedicated to the people of Minneapolis, our innocent immigrant neighbors, and in memory of Alex Preddy and Renee Good. The song immediately became the hottest song, not only in the United States, but around the world. I think I read that 20 countries, it's the top song that people are really into. On January 30th, Bruce joined Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine and many other musicians on stage in Minneapolis at a benefit concert to support the protesters and support these protests. And I have refrained from hearing it. I've refrained from hearing the song until now, my friends. I thought it was important for us to cover this song. And when I decided to program it here on the channel, I decided to wait to hear it so that I could give you my honest take on it. So let's listen and let's watch and see what this song is all about. It is The Streets of Minneapolis, and it's by Bruce Springsteen. Here we go.
Through the winter's ice and cold, down Nicollet Avenue,
I'm glad that they included the lyrics.
a city of flame fought fire and ice neath an occupier's boots. King Trump's private army from the DHS, guns belted to their coats.
Looks like he's just got a
Came
mic
to
in his home.
Minneapolis to enforce the law, or so their story goes.
Yeah.
Against smoke and rubber bullets in the dawn's early light, citizens stood for justice, their voices ringing through the night. And there were bloody footprints where mercy should have stood, and 2 dead left to die on snow-filled streets, Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Oh, Minneapolis, I hear your
Goes to the 4.
singing through the bloody mist.
Simple.
Take our stand
Straight ahead 4/4.
for this land,
Major
and the
key.
stranger in our midst.
So far, just a 3-chord tune.
In our home they killed and roamed in the winter of 26. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. Trump's federal thugs beat up on his face and his chest. Then we heard the gunshots, and Alex Preddy lay in the snow dead. Their claim was self-defense, sir. Just don't believe your eyes.
Yeah.
It's our blood and bones and these whistles and phones against Miller and Noam's dirty lies.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Minneapolis, I hear your
We all hear their voice. The people of Minneapolis have been so incredible through all of this. They don't deserve any of it.
Names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis.
I dig it.
Now they say they're here to uphold the law, but they trample on our rights. If your skin is black or brown, my friend, you can be questioned or deported on sight. In our chance of ice out now, our city's heart and soul persists. Through broken glass and bloody
broken glass and bloody tears, our city's heart and soul persists. Nevertheless, they persisted. Bloody mist. Yeah, see, by the time you get to the end of the song, you can sing along. Even on a first listen. In the winter of 26, we'll take our stand for this land and the stranger in our midst. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. His voice has aged a bit, but he still has a way of just saying it plainly. Yeah. A simple tune, friends. And it makes sense that it would be a relatively simple tune. I only heard 3 chords: D major, G major, and A major, y'all. If you can play those chords, you can play the song. And that's, I think, the point. If you're going to write a protest song, if you're going to write a song that you hope will catch on and become a rallying cry, you want other people to be able to pick it up pretty easily and play it and share it, spread the word. You know, that's part of the magic of a protest song, is that you can adapt it and use it yourself as you protest. You know, it's not Bruce's anymore. He brings it to the people, and the people take it and they run with it. And so you're not going to write in like 7/8 with mixed meters or really chromatic, difficult harmony. You're going to write a straight ahead song, and you're going to try to make it not sound cliched or trite as you do it. And Bruce has this really special way of tapping in. You know, he didn't have to say more than what he did. He's just, we're with you. We hear your voice. Oh, our Minneapolis, I hear your voice singing through the bloody mist. Mist, I should say. We'll take our stand for this land and the stranger in our midst. That's where midst is. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. And extra points for Bruce for being able to rhyme Minneapolis. That's not an easy thing to do, is it? So there you go, my friends. It's been really a difficult year for me, especially me personally, emotionally. When Donald Trump got reelected, I lost a lot of hope when that happened. I was thinking, these people that have listened to this guy and watched what he's done for his first term, and now the stuff that he was saying, you know, and doing in the interim, they couldn't possibly want to elevate this person to our most cherished and important role of a public servant. They wouldn't do that again, would they? I lost hope. And it's been really difficult. I've lost friendships. It's not about politics anymore, it seems like. This is beyond politics. It's about basic human decency, basic morality. I think any person with a shred of empathy sees this president and his gang for what they are. And it's just hard to believe. We were yelling our heads off at anyone who would listen as a warning. Please don't do this. And they either heard us and didn't care, or they just, I don't know. But I've been really heartened, especially by the people that live in Minneapolis, by the people that live in Los Angeles, by the people that live wherever, these atrocities at the hands of our own government are happening, and we're fighting back and we're standing up. And I have hope now that we'll get through it. We will. We'll be on the other side of it. It's not going to be forever that this guy and these people are in charge, and we can make a change. The thing that I really hope for is that we'll really learn our lesson and appropriately respond to the actions that these people have done. They've broken so many laws, amendments, constitutional amendments. They're just outside of reality, and they're outside of the law, and they need to be held accountable. And when we have people like Bruce Springsteen writing music like this, it helps us. It gives us some wind in our sails. And it was important to me, y'all, to hear this, to hear it for the first time with all of you, and to connect it to the very important history of civic-minded action and how music plays a part in that. So I really wanted to take time. I know we're not having as much fun today as we normally do, but it was important for me to do this, y'all. So thank you very much for listening to me, for being open-minded, for just for being a supporter and for hanging out with me. I very much appreciate the opportunity and the platform to offer a video like this. These are odd, singular times right now. This is a very strange, timeline that we're in. And when our trusted musicians come forth and say, yeah, I'm not being gaslit. What you're seeing with your own eyes and ears is what I'm seeing. You're not crazy. Do not feel adrift. Have hope. We're here. We're here. We're here together. We hear your voice. And I love it. I love it, friends. So we shall see how things play out this year, especially in the United States politically. It's going to be a crazy year, I do believe. But I have hope. I have hope, friends, because there are many, many more loving, empathetic, 21st century forward-looking folks in America than it looks like from the outside because of what's happening in our government. We have a weird system. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get it shifted. But I believe it's going to, and I believe that we'll come out the other side of it better. So here's hoping for that, my friends. It's been my honor to listen to and talk through the Streets of Minneapolis by Bruce Springsteen with all of you, and I'm thankful for your support. And I am really looking forward to more music in the coming days that we will be looking at. We've got some new music coming out that we're looking forward to, and we will continue, my friends, to have the Daily Doug bubble where we can come and just enjoy the music together. Today, thank you for indulging me in stepping out of that bubble of sorts and into the political sphere. But it was necessary and it was right, I do believe. The Streets of Minneapolis by Bruce Springsteen. The people of Minneapolis, we hear your voice and we stand with you. So, wonderful, friends. Thank you for being with me, and we will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.